For those of you that are single, divorced, widowed, you may want to find your soulmate, and I want to give you an additional key to doing that. You've got to ask yourself, what are the qualities, the values, the attributes, the characteristics of that ideal other person? Because what you want to do is have two hearts amalgamate into one soul. Now that's called a soulmate. Now I'm one of the happiest married men in the world because I did what I'm asking you to do, and I put it in our 20th anniversary issue of Chicken Soup, and it's the first story we've got in here because it's so critical. Because what happens if you really have your soulmate? It's like two candles that are lit. When you put it together, it goes exponential and you get a twin flame. So when I was single, I wrote down what I would like in my ideal other person, all the values, the qualities. Now I wrote 267 of them. I'm only going to share a few out of the 112 I put in the book, plus the prelude story of how I met Crystal, how we fell indefatigably in love, how we're more in love now each and every day than we've ever been before. But it was because we did the magic. The magic spiritually is you figure out, what do I really want? The law is ask and you shall receive. So I knew what I was asking for. I knew that you had to go inside the secret place of the Most High and get it. And I knew the other law is that in Habakkuk it says, write a thing, make it clear, and it'll be established on you. I wrote down in detail what I wanted to have in my ideal soulmate. And I want to share some of it. Number one, she had to be available. That means she had to be single, right? Not married. And she had to be a master kisser and lovingly tactile. We had to have similar values, because most divorces happen not only because of lack of money, but because the values are not in sync, in alignment. She had to have great personal strength. Because listen, I want to only get married and stay in marriage forever, so each of us have got to come with our own strength. Be friendly, not only to me, but to everyone we meet, because I travel the world up to the time when I was writing this, 250,000 miles a year pre-COVID. Had to be an elegant person, because I want to be elegant. I want her to be elegant. Had to be intelligent, right? Because I had to be all the things I'm asking her to be. Have a conservative personality. Be a great lover. Be an adventurer. Live in Southern California, or be willing to move, and we agreed to move to another place, and obviously we moved here to Scottsdale, Arizona. And be well-traveled and willing to travel, because a lot of people say, well, I want to be a homebody. I just want to stay at home. I don't want to move around. I know you, and I know a lot of those people. Working on our own self-mastery and spiritual self-mastery. Those are two separate issues. Like, love, respect my business, and I like, love, respect, and admire her business. Be beautiful and take fine care of herself, which she does. We become each other's number one priority. Not that we won't take good care of our kids, and in our blended family we have 5 and we got 6 grandkids and more probably on the way. Become that number one priority. Be excited and enthusiastic about life and living fully. There's so many people that have never told themselves they're going to be excited about life, so they're depressed, despondent, disconsolate. I was there when I went bankrupt, so I know. Be vitally healthy and health-oriented. We both believe you got to exercise every day. We got to take your nutraceuticals. You got to get a good amount of sleep. You got to have great friends. You got to be passionately on purpose about different things that matter. Be happy intrinsically. Some of you say, well, I'll just marry that so-and-so and I'll make him or her happy. Not doable. Be slender and radiantly fit. She's even written a book called Skinny Life, and I'm not going to go into all of it, but it's wonderful, and you can go to her website and see what that is. Have a great, radiant, shiny personality, which everybody that sees her on every podcast falls in love with her and wants her to come on again and again. Be a superb, endless conversationalist. Because you're going to spend a lot of time with this person that is going to be your significant other. Why not have somebody that has magnificent, overflowing, ever-flowing, deep, responsive, wise, insightful conversation? And she does. Be witty. Right? Just in simple little ways. Be wonderful, at least to me, and that's O-N-E and W-O-N-E, spelled both ways. Be imaginative. Why not have somebody be imaginative in your life? Now, you pick your own, and I've had a lot of people say, well, I copied yours because I can't come up with somebody. If you go into your deeper, innermost, highermost mind, start asking, what would I like in my idea? This is here, one reason only, to trigger your highest, best, most inspired thinking, to go from your lower self to your higher self. Because at the front end, most people say, I just want me a hot babe. Or the woman says, I want him tall, dark, and handsome. Not bad, but not deep enough. Be monogamous. Be philanthropic before I showed up. Fun to be with at all times and all places. Smile radiantly. Be clean, neat, smell good naturally. When I was in India, one of the 3 reasons people married people, and marriages there were arranged, at least when I was in India in 1968 the first time, right? You had to have a mate that smelled good because they didn't take a shower, and the showers they had a bucket of water and you poured water over yourself and there wasn't a great amount of excess water, right? Inspire ever more love in each other. Be cooperative, financially savvy. I couldn't ask for somebody that knows more about finance, and she's been through it all. Be an underspender and live within her own means. Most people, remember I said one of the main problems of marriage is that people overspend, go under credit cards, live as their house is their ATM machine, it's endless. Create her own means. Why not? Each of us has the ability to do that. Even if you're in marriage with little kids, figure out something that needs to be done that'll make a great profit and then go do it entrepreneurially. Knows herself. This is the greatest thing you learn in Greece, and we did get to go to Greece, and we saw the great thing is you walk into the Delphic Oracle or you walk into Socrates' house, it says, know thyself, right? Be flexible, because life's going to throw you some curves. Life's going to have some ups and downs. The big word is you're going to have some vicissitudes that hit you. Have social graces and practices such that you can walk in every environment, into every situation and social thing. Wants to be entertained and be entertaining. Those are 2 separate issues. Be playful and adventurous. Loves to dance. Oh, we love to dance. Thinks abundance. Lives abundance. And again, the oldest literature in the world, the Upanishad says, out of abundance, he or she took abundance and still abundance remained. There's fundamental abundance in the universe. And all of us are here to enjoy it and experience it and express it. Wants to create superior memories, not only for me, but for our kids, for our clients, for our friends, for our grandkids, just one. Wants to talk forever through the decades. Now, I did talk about conversationalists, but if you're going to be here for the long term, and most of you have probably heard me say, I want to live to be 127 with options for renewal, because if you have a high quality of life, you want a high quality of life, and you want the same for your passionate other person. Wants to make the world work. Now, I learned that from Bucky Fuller, but she said, oh my gosh, I'm behind that. Be passionately on purpose towards her own destiny, because each of us have a destiny to fulfill. Be sophisticated. That's something you decide at a young age. You're going to grow up and become a sophisticated person. Have profound and growing cellular connection and want to keep studying that, learning, growing, and to use Heinlein's term, grokking the whole experience. Have a nurturing experience, right? And mothers are maybe better than that. Wants to see the whole world and all the 228 countries in it. Meditates. Now when we're falling in love, we're sitting out at Mother's Market over in Costa Mesa, California, and there's a man of the cloth in his high 80s, leans in and says, I see you guys are indefatigably in love. Do you mind if I tell you what keeps a marriage together forever? And I go, of course. He leans and says, well, I'm head of Billy Graham's relationship seminars for the last 70 years, and it's one thing. You pray out loud together every day. Well, that sort of started both of us. We prayed at home, we prayed in churches, we prayed in groups, all kinds of stuff, but we'd never, either of us had spousally prayed out loud, and we've done that ever since. Be creative. These are simple ones. The next couple, just think about a non-smoker. I don't want to kiss an ashtray. That just doesn't seem right to me. A non-alcoholic. Everybody almost has got alcoholism somewhere or some addiction in their family, so we all know that. Be a non-drug user. Be charitable. Have great etiquette. Want to eat organic foods if they're available and eat totally healthfully. My friends love and enjoy her personality and are thrilled to be with her, and I promise you that's true, and we have traveled around the world together with a lot of my friends and her friends. Culturally, politically, financially, socially, emotionally, and spiritually aware. Why not be a little aware? We're here in the University of Universities. I believe we chose to inculcate in spirit this time, and we're here at the greatest place to study ever. Fully and freely loves me. Has her own business, products, and services. My staff loves, enjoys, respects, admires, and appreciates her. And my career is second to her. She's more important to me than my career, right? I say God first, family, her second, and then family underneath that, and then, whatever else we got to do. Third, helps me know and expand my love and my understanding of the universe. We share similar tastes in almost everything, and that includes music, I think. Some of you got to think through. Energetic, enthusiastic, wholesome, fresh and spring-like, young-minded and thinks forever young, neat, clean, original, rich mindset, loves me in all my dimensions, is disciplined, not jealous, monogamous, enchanting, seeks out good, wants sacred experiences, and there's so many ways to do that, is bright-eyed, eager to learn forever, wants to serve, positive mental attitude, socially adept, extraordinary, proud to be with me, and vice versa, great design professionally, a great dresser, desires to create beauty in our home environment, lives with grace, ease, spiritual dignity, and savoir-faire and panache, is adoring. We give ourselves totally and completely to each other, works on our own well-beingness, has mutually agreed upon boundaries, truly becomes my best, closest friend, has absolute loyalty, trust, faithfulness, integrity, honesty, compassion, and is integrated. And these were what I wanted. I wanted clear intentions. I never showed these to her until after we were married. And those of you who've been in any of my seminars know I say what we started with. You figure out what you want. Number 2, you put it in writing. Number 3, you never cross out. I got the milk, I got the eggs, I got the butter. Your high goals, you write down in lavender at the end, victory. She was 267 things I wanted out of 267. If you're single, widowed, or divorced, and you want your ideal other person, the first step is absolutely figure out what you want, put it in writing, and then when you get to the person, write down victory, but don't tell them or show them that until after you're spousally agreed. I want more for you than you want for yourself. I wish you every good thing. Congratulations for learning how to be a master asker in relationships.